Hi and welcome. Ah, it's definitely been a week. I hope you've had a good week. Uh, let's see. This is just going to be my normal stitching catch-up, and then after this, I'm going to put together a stash dive and maybe show you most of what, at least as much as I am aware of, what I have kitted up um, that I could start if I wanted to. Uh, so hopefully that won't be too far after this video. Um, I've had a good week. I haven't done a lot of stitching because I've been trying to rearrange some stuff, clean my gutters, take down my greenhouse that got blown over by wind. Um, that kind of thing. Life sometimes just gets in the way. And tomorrow is Wally's birthday. Tomorrow Wally will be 8 years old. Time flies. I can't even believe that he's going to be 8 years old. To me, I just got him as a puppy. And, yeah. I don't know where the time goes. But anyway, tomorrow Wally will be 8 years old. So I have kind of decided that I am going to do a Dachsund November. And it's a happy November grateful stitching in honor of Sir Wally of Wits, otherwise known as Wallowitz, aka Wally. He is my best bud. He and I came together at a time where I really needed a companion, and I have to say he's been the best companion. Not to say that everybody else in this house hasn't been a good companion, because now, after that many years, I have 6 cats, 4 dogs, a fish, my granddaughter and her boyfriend living with me, and her 2 hamsters and her couple of fish. So I definitely am not a lonely person. Lots of company. So this is my grateful November, and it's going to be Dachshund stitching in honor of Wally. But first, let's take a look at the stitching that I did this week. So I didn't do a lot of stitching, but I did some okay stitching. Now, if you remember, I said I was going to work on a spirited mandala, and that's what that looks like. It was out of the Just Cross Stitch 2011 Halloween collection, and it's an ink circles pattern by Tracy Homer. And I really like it. It's really cool looking. And let me just move my needle, because I just have it sitting there. And that's what that looks like. And I got quite a bit done just for sitting and stitching a little bit in the evening. And so I've come from, I came around this corner, and I completed this ghost, and came up and worked here with this pumpkin and this part of the border. So this has been a lot of fun to stitch, and I'm really enjoying it. It is Coloris. I think when DMC put this out, it was Coloris thread in 4245, and it's a beautiful color. I'm really enjoying stitching with it. I'm talking about grateful November stitching, and I really wanted to say that I am grateful for my new subscribers and for my long-term friends in the community, people whose comments I enjoy reading every week. Thank you very much. I am incredibly grateful for the community and the friendship. Yeah, really excited. So I stitched on Spirited Mandala, and yeah, that's got a ways to go, so that's going to be coming back around. And then I had been working on Halloween Hen, which was in this year's Halloween collection, just cross-stitch Halloween collection, and I finished it. So, and this is how I finished it. I made it into a small pillow, which I never do. I never make these small pillows. But this is what it looks like. I put a piece of ribbon on, and I did the top and the bottom and the back. Kind of lumpy. I need to work on that. I did loft it, but out of practice. And then I made a sunflower out of polymer clay, and that's a pin. And then I made 3 candy corn pins, and those are just in the pillow right there. So I was really happy with that. That was a lot of fun. So that was good. And so that all being said, that was the extent of my stitching this past week. But I did get an FFO out of it, so that was really good. Really, really good. So my plans for November, I'm not going to do the full coverage Fanatics stitching this month because I have a full coverage piece that I want to work on in honor of my Dachshund November, and it's called a Dachshund Christmas, and it's not a Haid, but it is full coverage. And this is what, let's see if I can show it in the plastic. Yeah, not too bad. But that's what that looks like, and that actually looks a lot like Wally. Of course, he's a lot grayer in the face right now, but that's what his colors. So it's called the Dachshund Christmas, and let's see, who's this by? It just says the designer is Lisa. And I'm not doing the background, I'm just going to do the Dachshund. And I started it in December of 2018. And this is, I think, it was 25 count, easy count. It's a 13 by 18 piece of fabric. And that's how much I've done. So I was just skipping around doing the black at that point. And it is 1/1 full cross. So I thought I would work on Dachshund Christmas as part of my Dachshund November. Let's see how far I can get with that. And this is in residence in the project bag I've made it to go in, and that is my Dachshund bag. It just has a black button and some black ribbon that hooks around the button, and that's the back of the bag. And then the inside are these pretty little blue flowers. So that's my Wally bag. And another piece, also Dachshund related, that I want to work on a little bit is a Plum Street. And it's Halloweenies. So there's more Wally dogs. And I started this a while ago, and it's been a whip, and I did touch it in my dark October stitching. But I am going to touch it again in my Dachshund stitching. And let's see, this is on a piece of color and cotton fabric. And this is what that looks like. So up at the top is where are the words, but I've got, there are the Dachshunds coming in and their fire hydrant. And yeah, so I was having fun working on this. I like these colors, kind of caramel and black. Fun colors to stitch. So I will put some more stitches into that this month. Not sure when, but this month. And another piece that I'll be working on that I haven't started yet, it'll be a new start, is the Dust Cross Stitch ornament for November. And it's on page 97 of the 2018 Christmas special collection, special edition, and it's by Dragon Dreams, and it's What Now? Or Now What? Sorry. But yeah, I think that'll be fun. And that is by Jennifer Aikman Smith. So I haven't started that yet. I will just do that on a piece of probably 18 count white Aida, and I will just use DMC floss, and it will be all good. I'll be right back. Sorry, I never shut my phone off because, you know, when people are out of the house, I want to be able to hear from them if anything happens. And my granddaughter had gone to Saratoga to meet her friend for brunch, which is much earlier today, because this is kind of late afternoon, early evening here on Tuesday, November 5th. So I voted. I hope you did too, if you're here in the United States. And so after we voted, she went on to meet her friend. And somehow brunch turned into a trip to the animal shelter. And at the animal shelter, they saw this little black and gray 12-year-old Chihuahua. I know, very sad, isn't it? Who the shelter is named Precious. I guess the story is they picked her up as a stray, and apparently nobody's looked for her. So my granddaughter wanted to know if we could take her, if the shelter would let us. And so apparently now there's a hold on the dog, so we can go tomorrow and bring Roscoe to have a meet and greet and see if Precious will be an okay fit with Roscoe, because he's kind of a antsy boy. And my granddaughter says, now, don't laugh, the shelter in that county has a thing where it's called senior to seniors. And if the senior is over 60, as my granddaughter says, which I am, and the dog is over 6, which Precious is 12, that it's only $6 for to adopt. So we'll see. Otherwise, it's $83, which is okay too. Anyway, I always feel bad for old dogs in shelters. It's just something that should never happen. So we'll see. Tomorrow, I guess, I'm going to go with Roscoe and Jacqueline, and we'll see what's up with Precious. And if I wind up with her, it'll be another dog introduction, I guess, in a future video. So, oh, where was I? Because I was talking about Wally's birthday being tomorrow. And Wally being 8. And me having a Dachshund November. So, well, before I get there, I'll show you this, because I have a new start planned. And this is actually for Grateful November. And it's a Lizzie Kate. And let me get it out of this little bag. It's an inspiration boxer, and it's gratitude. So I thought this would be a good new start for November. These usually stitch up fairly quick, and I'll be able to put it out with my Thanksgiving, sampling Thanksgiving Lizzie Kate that I've also completed. So that will be really good. So that will be a November new start. And then turkey sausage. Isn't that cute? Yeah, turkey sausage. And you're going to see double, because I bought it twice. So I said that the duplicate I was going to give away when I reach 2,000 subscribers, which I haven't done yet. But that's a perfect new start for not only November, but for Dachshunds. And the Lizzie Kate gratitude I'm going to do on 16 count beautiful beige Ada. And you can see the piece was 18 by 25, but I cut 9 inches off it. And I did that for turkey sausage. So I dyed myself a piece of fabric. And at first I wasn't real happy because I thought, oh, it didn't come out so great. But I kind of like it. It's growing on me. This is what it looks like. And this lighting is terrible because it's showing up much harsher than it looks in real life. But I think this is beautiful beige, and I did ice dyeing with pearl gray, pink petals, and sunshine yellow. And you know, at first I wasn't really thrilled, but then I looked at this pattern and I think it, the lighting, it's very overcast. The sky's almost pink out there. If it was a little bit colder, I would think it looks like it's going to snow. But I think that these, that Plum Street will stitch up pretty well on this. Let's see, do I have anything? Hang on. Let me see if I put this behind it, if it helps. I'm sorry, I'm really disjointed. It's a lot on my mind. Yeah, no, doesn't help much, does it? But it's just too dark up there. Anyway, I think it's going to look okay. We'll see as I get started on it, how it goes. And I even think there's a sale out there, and I'm not sure who started it, if it was Michelle Bendy Stitchy or who it was, that something, you know, liked it so much I bought it twice sale. So I bought it twice, so it can even be part of that sale. And I don't know if I showed this in conjunction, but let me see. It's really kind of pink, and you can't really see the pink in it, but there is pink in it too. But that's how it started out, was this, and even this beige is washed out by this light. Hold on, let me turn on another light. Does that help? Well, it helps a little. So that's what beautiful beige looks like after I dyed it. So that's not too bad. I'm gonna have fun with those. And let's see, anything else? I don't think so. I'm just gonna do my stash dive and hope for the best. I'm not going to do a whip parade until probably the end of this year, beginning of next year, when I can kind of take account, kind of settle things out and kind of do my final year-end tally. So anyway, I hope that you've had a good week, that you get lots of stitching time. I hope I get more stitching time. But things will be slowing down soon, especially after it snows, because that's perfect time. And I have loaded potato soup on the stove. I've got to go check because I'm making that for dinner tonight. And life is good. So be kind and be courageous. And in all things, be colorful. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless. Bye.